The Rules Committee will come to order. We have never had a hearing like this one before. That's for two reasons. The first reason is that we have never had a member like this before. She has encouraged violence against members of this institution, going so far as agreeing with a comment that advocated for putting a bullet in the head of the Speaker of the House of Representatives. That was part of a larger pattern of endorsing violence. This is truly sick stuff. Congresswoman Greene has also promoted truly appalling things, from implying that 9/11 is a hoax, saying school shootings were false flag operations, and spreading anti-Semitic conspiracy theories, including one about a Jewish space laser being the cause of wildfires in California. I mean, this is unbelievable. The second reason is that the full Congress has never had to take this step. When something like this has happened in the past, leadership on both sides always did the right thing. That was the case with former Democratic Congressman Bill Jefferson and with former Republican Congressman Steve King. Both were stripped of their committees at the direction of their party's leadership. But when it comes to Congresswoman Greene, Republican leader Kevin McCarthy is unwilling or unable to do the right thing. This is not a close call. Serving on a committee is not a right. It is a privilege. When a member talks about school shootings being false flag operations, they should lose the privilege of serving on the Education and Labor Committee. Parkland was one of the deadliest school shootings in our nation's history. In Sandy Hook, 26 people were killed, including 20 children as young as 6 years old. And we've all met with the parents of Parkland and Sandy Hook, whose loved ones were killed in those shootings. I mean, it's been heartbreaking to see what these parents and these families have had to endure. We've all met with them. We all know the pain and the anguish that they have had to deal with. And when a person encourages talk about shooting a member in the head, they should lose the right to serve on any committee. That shouldn't be a radical idea. The action that we are taking here today isn't about partisanship. It is not about canceling anybody with a different political belief. It is about accountability and about upholding the integrity and the decency of this institution. Now, if this isn't the bottom line, I don't know where the hell the bottom line is. None of us get to decide for the voters who they send to Congress. But as members of this body and as leaders of this country, it is our responsibility to set standards of conduct for those we serve with. That is especially important when somebody crosses the line into violence. Removing Congressman Jefferson and Congressman King from committees was the right thing to do then. Removing Congresswoman Greene is the right thing to do now. And I regret that we are going to have to do it through the Rules Committee rather than the party leadership level. Nonetheless, we are going to do this. And let's be clear, this is not a debate about a difference in policy or even ideology. It is about what she said. It quite frankly diminishes not only her office, but this entire institution. And we must act. There must be accountability. I don't think this is, I hope very strongly that this is not going to be a partisan exercise. I hope and I so desire that this is going to be a bipartisan effort. That is my hope. And what a refreshing statement that would be if Democrats and Republicans can come together in a bipartisan way to join with one voice on this issue. So before we hear our witnesses, let me turn to our ranking member, Mr. Cole, for any remarks he wishes to make.